How many of you have noticed as ladies that during your ovulation, you begin to have some mood swings and your body will begin to do you somehow? You get upset easily, like you don't want to hear nonsense. You will not take nonsense that period. How many of you have noticed? Raise your hands up. And how many of you men have noticed your wife's, girlfriend, fiance's mood change during her ovulation? Like she gets upset like for no reason, and you just be apologizing for what you don't know about. Please, Joe, you're not alone in this. I'm here to address you, ladies. During ovulation, you begin to see that what's going on? Like, I'm not just happy, I just want to be alone. Please let go of me. You don't even want anybody to cling around. You don't want anybody to just be doing touching body. It is not your fault. It is purely physiological. Like, it does not have anything to do with you. You have no control over this happening, and you're not alone in it all. It happens to a whole lot of women because our body system as women is surrounded with hormones. Okay, now let me explain the physiology behind this. This is going to be a quick one. When a woman is around her fertile window, especially during ovulation, that's around the 14th day of her menstrual cycle, what happens is this: there is going to be an increase in two hormones. Number one is luteinizing hormone. That one is concerned with ovulation. Number two is estrogen. This is a female sex hormone. Okay, luteinizing hormone is an hormone that is responsible for your ovulation. Estrogen is a female sex hormone. Like, as a woman, you should have this already in you. These two hormones will be increased. Their level in your system will be heightened during your fertile window, close to your ovulation. You get it? Now, this increase will bring about a shift in certain things around your brain. They are called neurotransmitters. Now, these neurotransmitters, we've got a lot of them, but amongst them, I'm going to mention only two that are involved in this mood swing. Number one is dopamine. Number two is serotonin. I beg, you don't have any business with all of these names. I'm not asking you to cram them. I just want to explain to you in a layman term that there are certain things called neurotransmitters in your brain. They are concerned with your mood. Their function is just to regulate your mood, to keep you happy, elated, excited. Do you get it? Now, and there are certain hormones in your body as well, which are responsible for your ovulation and, responsible to give you the features of a woman. Do you get it? So I've mentioned two hormones and two neurotransmitters. Now, when you are close to your ovulation period, the hormones will increase. The level in your bloodstream as a woman will increase the hormones. When they increase, these neurotransmitters in the brain that I've mentioned, that's the serotonin and dopamine, they'll be like, what's going on? Why is this hormone showing himself or herself? Like, waiting this one, why this one they carry body? Why are you showing off yourself? Why are you getting, beyond your boundary? Like, why are you coming up higher than you're supposed to be? You're affecting me. Come on. And then the hormone on the other end will be like, I beg you, shifts come up for road. What do you mean, man? Don't you see that this woman has to ovulate? You know, she said this woman is supposed to ovulate this month. They ask me why I increase. I increase because she does ovulate. Do you understand me now? I'm increasing because this woman needs to ovulate. But it doesn't sit well with the neurotransmitters in the brain. That's the dopamine and serotonin. This increase in your hormone that brings about your ovulation does not sit well with the neurotransmitters. So they get upset. They'll be like, okay, come on, body, let's shift and give way to Mrs. Ovulation to take over. Do you get? So this serotonin and dopamine in your brain that are supposed to be there to make you happy all the time will just give way because you want to ovulate. So when they just pack one side and stay minding their business, what do you think will happen? Put it in the comment section. You will not be in your best of moods. You just start noticing like you're just getting upset unnecessarily, like, oh, I'm just bored, I'm just tired, I don't even know, like, some people will start crying, some people get emotional. You start crying for no reason. Your husband will be asking you or your fiancé or your partner, what is it? Leave me, I beg, just leave me. Your husband wants to touch you. I'm not in the mood, please stop it, just stop it. Like, you get serious, you get irritated immediately. It is not your fault. It is because there are two hormones that decided to show themselves. And they now have to, the neurotransmitters in the brain decided to give way and say, oh yeah, our job is to make this woman happy, to keep her elated, to keep her excited, you get it? To, regulate her mood per time. But because these hormones, you have come into play now to shift us from our space. Because we are saying that as long as you remain in your normal level, we will keep making this woman happy, regulate her mood. But when you now want to come up higher because you want to make this woman ovulate, you're going to affect our own balance. So what we'll do is to shift and give you way. After you finish your ovulation, we can now come back and play our role to regulate her mood. Do you get it? So that's what actually happens. Your mood regulators decide to shift for your hormones to bring about ovulation. And truth be told, you need the ovulation. You need the ovulation. So let the mood stay one place first. After the ovulation, we can talk about your mood. Do you get it? Now, to the men, this is the time you have to be patient with your woman. You have to pamper your woman this period. Don't say, I beg, get out, I beg you to the vex. No, it's the time you can wrap your hand around her and say to her, I understand. I understand. You might not know what exactly is going on, but I still love you that way. You know, I'm here if you need to talk. It's not the time you walk away and leave her. And there are a lot of ways that women can express this irritability. And it's dependent on several factors. Number one, it's dependent on your overall health status as a woman per time. Number two, your stress level. Number three, the circumstances surrounding your home at that particular time. It could be that you and your husband were already not actually going along. You were quarreling. There was a lot of tension within the home. So when that mood swing eventually comes into play during your ovulation, it heightens everything. It now escalates the whole thing. But if it was a loving environment and all that, you only just express it to your husband and I don't know, I just feel like being alone. It's nothing, it doesn't have anything to do with you. I just feel somehow. And he will understand. But if the home was already in a state of tension, you start when you say, I beg, do you get? So women, in as much as this is a physiological thing, you can actually help. Communicate with your man how you're feeling at that time. That is why I'm saying you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on that subscribe button today. Ask Nurse ID. Please share this thing. Share to your friends, loved ones. Because this thing can actually make a home break. A man might be thinking, what is wrong? Every month, my wife, they get mood swing. Every month, they get mood swing. I don't know what's her problem. This is her problem. This video now. Click on that subscribe button so that you'll be able to see updates. You'll be getting updates for crying out loud. I'm not going to disappoint you now. Oh yeah, click on the subscribe button today. Bye.